Hello my friends and welcome to a post-to-post video. My name's Neil and today we're going to look at some jersey concepts. Now usually, if you're familiar with the channel, you would have seen probably 15 to 20 NHL jersey concept videos already. I've been doing them since last year. It is a blast. I love looking at the creativity and just vision of so many creators out there who come up with these designs. Every single time I do one of these videos, I see a jersey and I'm thinking, how does that not exist yet? That is absolutely incredible. I love doing these videos, and they get a lot of views, they get a lot of comments, because I'm not alone. People love to see this stuff too, so a big round of applause to all of the creators and designers from last year, and as we move back into 2021, or not back, we've never been there before, as we move into 2021, and get to check out some more creators and some more designs. So I'm pretty pumped for this video, but it's a little different, because we're not doing NHL, we're doing OHL, which is the Ontario Hockey League here in Canada. And it has some amazing logos, some amazing color schemes, and is just full of just generally a lot of talent. Nothing to do with jerseys or design. A lot of talent, a lot of good players from the NHL, or who play in the NHL, have come through the OHL. Brilliant league. I have ranked these concepts 1 to 20, or 20 to 1, my least favorite to favorite. That's how we're going to go through them. And Justin Mercer is the designer here today. We've actually looked at his work before. He is very talented, and I'm so happy that he did the OHL, because it's a league that doesn't get enough recognition in the world of hockey, and it needs more. So let's do this. I'm going to bring this up. We're going to go through this one by one. I'm going to go through it in reverse order, 20 to 1. If you want to get your hands on the template, to design your own jerseys, maybe you're not even into jerseys. Maybe you want to design helmets or pucks or sweaters. You name it, you can basically find it on sportstemplates.net. Come up with your own jersey concepts, your helmet concepts, design a puck. You can design your own puck. Like this, there's over, I think, 60 or 65 templates, maybe over 70 templates on this site, sportstemplates.net. Get yourself Photoshop, get yourself one of these templates, use code post-to-post, and save yourself 10% on the site. And if you feel like going through a league and creating 31, like we'll use the NHL for example, creating 31 jerseys or 31 pucks or 31 helmets, whatever you're into, and you want to send them to me, I will rank it. I will rank anything. Maybe not anything, but pretty much anything. All right, let's do this. Starting off with number 20, I've put the Windsor Spitfires. Those who know me know that this is my favorite team. So I'm not doing it any favors here. I'm not putting it in the top 10 because it's my favorite team. I'm being as level-headed as possible, as objective as possible. Great color scheme. The best logo in the world, but this is not a logo, not the best logo, but a very good logo, top 5. This isn't a logo ranking video, it's a jersey ranking video. And I think just the shape that, like we see this a lot in jerseys. We'll have a design that comes down and it goes all the way down the jersey. We can see it in the Winnipeg Jets jersey for the reverse retro is for the most part, this exact jersey, except for this part. And that's kind of where I have the issue. I'm fine with the sleeves being split in color with a stripe in between those, but when it comes back here or comes onto the shoulders and then comes down, it almost feels like a poncho or something that's like draped over versus an actual kind of design. So for me, this one was just a little bit of a miss for that reason. Number 19, the Hamilton Bulldogs. Interesting, almost like cutout or design or something. Whenever you print off something and you need to cut it out, they put those dotted lines. That's what that reminds me of. I almost want to take scissors and cut it off. So it's not too bad, but yeah, I just find that those lines distracting. Number 18, the Oshawa Generals. Pretty cool colors. I like this, I guess almost sky blue, I guess you could call it. And that specific shade of red there as well. They complement each other very well. That's why red and blue is one of the most popular color combinations, not only in sports, but in many brands and businesses and logos around the world. But for me, this loses it in the middle. I'm just not a huge fan of that textual style font, textual style logo on the front of a jersey. On the front of a jersey. Man, it has been a long day. I apologize. So for that reason, I had to rank it pretty low. I do like the changing of color in the laces, though. That's a neat touch. Number 17, the Flint Firebirds. Very cool design, but I think kind of like the one before, a bit distracting. Not the one before, but the one before that. A bit distracting. It's a neat design. It is something new that I've literally never seen before. It makes sense because it kind of looks like feathers or wings of the Firebird. So I get that. It's just, I don't know if it's, maybe it's the abrupt stop. If it was a gradient and kind of faded out, might be a little bit more subtle and less hard on the eyes. But for now, just that harsh, stark stop halfway up the arms. It's a bit distracting. Nice shading as well in the laces. Number 16, the Kitchener Rangers. I think my issue here is the gray, and I know they do use that. And I think some of their jerseys, or maybe all of them, I'm not super familiar with their whole brand, but I feel it's a bit too dark. It gets lost a little bit in certain areas of this jersey, and that is really my only criticism here. This is basically a Winnipeg Jets home or away jersey design, where it's got those two stripes on the arms that splits the other stripe going the other way. Decent design in general, but that gray, I don't know, just throwing me off a little bit. Number 15, the Niagara Ice Dogs. To me, this is kind of just like an average jersey. There's nothing I really dislike about it. There's nothing I'm in love. I do like the little bones on the bottom of the sleeve. I think that's a really nice touch. Kind of plunking the numbers on top of a bit of a section here, like Pittsburgh does with their jersey. They've got this big swash of color here. So he's plunked that on there. I think that looks okay. But to me, it just kind of looks like a generic jersey. Nothing amazing, but nothing terrible at all. Number 14, the North Bay Battalion. I've seen a lot of Battalion jerseys and jersey concepts that I've really, really liked, and this one just loses me just slightly. And I think it might be the yellow on the bottom and the way that the stripes come down. It's a very odd color combination. It's this like baby poop green and mustard yellow. And I can't even name you a team in any league in any other sport that uses the same color combination as this, which may be a bad thing, but it may be a good thing as well. They're definitely unique, and that's a plus. It really is. So this, the bottom of the jersey is my concern here. Number 13, the Sudbury Wolves. I like the neon like glow around everything. It feels very, I mean, look at my background. There's all kinds of lights here behind me. I like that kind of, that I like color. And when you have a jersey that is primarily gray and black, but then that tertiary color is green, it makes everything else pop, even though there's not a lot of color in the rest of the jersey. So I like that. Number 12, the Owen Sound Attack. To me, this is kind of just like an average jersey as well, but more positively than negatively. It reminds me just slightly of the Washington Capitals home jersey, but with the sleeves and shoulders changed a little bit. Just the inside of that arm kind of reminds me of that. Number 11, the Erie Otters. Definitely an odd design in the bottom. I kind of get the poncho vibes a little bit as well there. Maybe Vegas Golden Knights reverse retro vibes as well a little bit. But yellow and blue is one of my favorite color combinations. It looks so good on jerseys. That logo is amazing as well. Even though this is 11, I like this one. Number 10, the Ottawa 67s. Feels old school. Feels very classic, almost original 6. Maybe a design of a jersey that was made 80 years ago, and it's kind of been modernized in a new jersey. And I think that works here. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. And to me, it does work. It's not perfect by any means, but I like the little touch around the collar and the different striping as well along the bottom. It is not pretty by any means. It's a little hard on the eyes, but I like it. It is definitely unique. Number 9, the Guelph Storm, one of my other favorite teams, probably top 3. And I've definitely never seen a jersey like this. It reminds me of a lot of jerseys. I get almost Atlanta Thrashers vibes in here, San Jose Sharks and LA Kings Stadium Series jersey. There's a lot going on, and not in a negative or bad way. It's just different. I'm not used to seeing something like this. But when you think about the team name, and the logo itself, they're called the Storm. It shows what looks to be a tornado. I don't assume that is some kind of hurricane, but the way that the striping flows mimics how air would move around a tornado and change speeds depending on how close it was, or top to bottom, whatever. So it makes sense. I do like that aspect. Just not totally sold on it. Number 8, the Greyhounds. Very basic jersey here, and I mean that in a positive way. It reminds me of the Detroit Red Wings. I mean, the Red Wings do not have a flashy, in-your-face jersey. It is just red. It's white. So is this. The logo is very subdued. It's just a simple jersey, and I kind of like that. It's kind of nice to get that jersey sometimes. Number 7, the Spirit, Saginaw Spirit. Feels very, very American, very triumphant and bold, and all in a good way. I like that. It's very patriotic, and I think that's pretty cool. Usually I would say that, man, I would love to see the stripes match an angle from sleeve to midsection to sleeve. But I think it works. It's okay that they all kind of start at the same angle on different pieces. They're not aligned perfectly, and most of the time that's a bad thing. I think it kind of works here, and I have no reason as to why. Just kind of an emotional gut feeling, I guess. I like the gradient around the numbers as well. That is just something just totally unique and different. And the striping here reminds me of the New York Rangers away white jersey, and that's my favorite part of that jersey. So I like that little touch. Number 6, the Kingston Frontenacs. This is not a nice jersey. Like, it's a nice jersey. Personally, I really like it, but I can see a lot of people not liking this jersey. I think I'm going to be in the minority here. I do not like this color combination, but it reminds me of the Boston Bruins. Just the simple nature of this jersey with some striping. The big letter up front, Boston's alternate jersey. This is kind of what that is, but on steroids a little bit. More striping on the shoulders. It's definitely unique and different, and maybe not in a good way for everyone, but for me, it stands out in a good way. Number 5, the Barrie Colts. There's some wacky striping going on. It's almost like a DNA strand on the arms kind of going up, but I like that. It's just different, and it is a little hard on the eyes, I guess you could say, but the colors are great. I like the unique striping, like I said, and just something different. Number 4, Peterborough Petes. Again, not really a color combination that is used too frequently, but that's why I like it. That very dark, it's almost in between pink and purple, at least on my screen, and it feels Vice City-like, I guess, a little bit. Like this is something like maybe the Florida Panthers could use in the future. Maybe not the cream color, but still, something like this I think would go a long way in the Panthers fan base and in jersey collectors. So although this isn't the Panthers, they do start with P. It is the Petes, and it works for me, for Pete's sake. Mississauga Steelheads. This is an excellent white jersey. I prefer dark jerseys. It's not often that I get all excited about white jerseys, but this is one of them. Pittsburgh Penguins, remember I mentioned it before, they use that section on their jersey to hold the number. This is kind of what that is for me, and I really like that. The simple shoulder patch up there as well, simple striping below that. Very clean white jersey, like it a lot. Number 2, the Sarnia Sting. Again, just different. Like, Justin is doing such a great job. Think about all of the jerseys that have ever been created, and then try and come up with something new, some new way to do striping, a new way to combine colors and do gradients and stuff. And I can think of about 6 or 7 examples in this video where Justin just knocked it out of the park. I really, really like to see that innovation from designers. So that's really cool. This one is no exception. This is awesome. It's, again, not my favorite color combination, yellow and black or gold and black, but just the fact that it's different. I like that. If you've ever seen the wing of an insect up close, you can see like the little lines, almost like you can see like the veins in a leaf or something. That's what that reminds me of. It feels like those really thin stripes on the arms is kind of like that in the wings, and it's different. It works, and it's kind of intimidating in a way as well. So I like that. Number 1, I put the London Knights. Bit of Halifax Mooseheads in the QMJHL here, a little bit. Actually, this was not intentional. I did not intentionally wear this jersey that kind of matches this one, but this is awesome. I love everything about this. It feels very academic, collegiate. It's old school but new school at the same time. Unique colors that don't get used often together. I say that we're in the same colors. Off-white instead of white, so little different there as well. Kind of a Letterman jacket feel in the collar. Overall different. stands out as a winner for me. I think this is a brilliant jersey concept. Justin, you did a really good job on this one, and all of them really one of the better lots of jerseys that I've actually looked at, regardless of league. So great job, Justin. For all you other jersey concept creators who have sent me stuff in the past 8-9 months, your stuff is coming, I promise. We're going to kick it up a notch here on the channel, get back into jersey concepts, doing at least one a week, hopefully 2 a week, maybe for the month of February, and pound through these. So if you're an inspiring jersey creator and you want to head over to sportstemplates.net, get that template, design something in Photoshop, you want to send me your designs, I will look at all of them, I will rank them, and we'll have some good time talking hockey. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you were not subscribed and if you watched this far in the video, what are you doing with your life? Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.